Y'all, I don't even remember if I told y'all yet about what I realized about my smoking habit. About how it's a self-harm thing for me. And I just learned by sharing that with my friend group that I have that in common, that somebody has that in common with me. And I'm like, oh, if that's true for both of us, there's got to be more. So yeah, I will post what I wrote about it, what the day I realized it. But anyways, the reason I say this is because I really want a cigarette. Because I made a realization. Okay, there's this phenomenon that occurs within the human brain, that when we see something that looks human but it is anything but, it's not even a living creature, it sends us into a fucking panic, bro. Like, we're not good. Like, we're not okay. Like, oh no, kill it. Kill it with fire. You know? It just, right? And I just realized that's why racists will cross the street if they see one of us walking down the same side. That's why they are so incredibly hostile and constantly viewing us as a threat. Constantly. Okay? Because think robots, okay? How many movies have we, and books and shows and whatnot that we have written and put out there in the world as a collective about the robot, apocalypse? Yeah, who's making all this AI bullshit? Anyways, I digress. That's why racism isn't just about appearance. It's about the simple, disgusting, and depraved fact that they don't view us as living creatures, let alone humans. And that terrifies them naturally. Okay, I was trying to make this a short, but it's going to be longer. But it terrifies them naturally. That's why it's not a disorder. It's literally not, because that's how the human brain had evolved to be. That's how the human brain has evolved. That's not a disorder. That's not an illness. There is nothing about that that is, that's not supposed to be. They made the choice to view us as nothing more than equipment. We're walking around as robots. This is why they're terrified now and doing what they're doing now, because they're like, we must preempt, we must nip the robot revolution in the bud. Yeah. Because when they say we're animals, no, honey. They just don't want to say it. They just don't want to say the thing. I bet you can ask any trans person, for example. I bet you can ask any trans person what they really want to say to all of us. What do they really want to call us? Don't worry, I'll wait. I ain't gonna say it, because I'm still not clear on whether or not my gender identity falls under trans or not, because I'm still learning the language. All I know is I'm a lynx that thinks. My gender is a mood. I know my gender. I just won't, unless it's this crystal fucking clear to me that whether or not that label applies to my gender, I'm not claiming it. So my trans siblings, go ahead and hit me up in the comments. Tell the people exactly what they call you, what these people call you. I love y'all. My heart's really heavy right now, just making this connection.